What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mancave Collectibles, coming at you today with another statue review. Today I want to take a look at the Batman Premium Format statue from Sideshow Collectibles. As you can see, we already have our base here on the table. We're going to do an assembly on camera for you of this guy. It's a pretty simple assembly. We'll do it on camera, that way you guys can see what that looks like. We'll do kind of a quick overview of the statue, look at the design and the paint apps of the statue itself. And then we'll do some comparison with the Bane Premium Format figure, which is actually my whole purpose in buying the Batman Premium Format figure. So that can be a counterpart to Bane on my statue shelf. So they should look really nice. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and do our assembly of this guy here on camera for you. Go ahead and throw up just an image here of what you're actually going to see in the styrofoam packaging when you open this guy up, as well as a picture of the actual premium format box. So on the box itself, you really just have a product image of the statue itself. It looks nice. It's a nice looking box. And then as far as the contents inside, we're looking at a head. You have 4 different sets of hands. 2 are part of the exclusive, which have the kind of batarang, it almost looks like a brass knuckle / batarang mix on those. We'll go ahead and take a look at those real in depth. And then you have his cape as well, which actually came in a different section of the styrofoam, which you're not able to see in the picture there. Let's go ahead and get the assembly done for this guy. Alright, guys, so we got Batman fully assembled, and on our table here, he looks fantastic. I can already go ahead and say that. I'm really happy with the sculpt, the paint, the size, the design. Everything is right on point with this statue, with the exception of one flaw, which we will talk about later here in our review. Let's go ahead and start at the base. We'll give you my thoughts on that. I think the base, the idea of the base, the concept of the base is really cool. What we have here is a shout out to Amadeus Arkham, who was basically, he was the son of Elizabeth Arkham, who was his mentally ill mother. And when she passed away, she willed her house to Amadeus, and he turned it into basically a place for the mentally ill. As we can see there on the base, also on what appears to be Amadeus Arkham's tombstone, maybe, you've got Mad Dog written there. So Mad Dog actually killed Amadeus Arkham's family and ended up being one of the first patients in Arkham Asylum. So pretty cool. Little history there. I like how they kind of threw that Easter egg in on the statue. Just some old Batman history really shown right there in the details. So as we move around, you've got what appears to be, looks like 2 angels. You can see some angels there on or some wings there on their back. Maybe almost like a mother and father. Definitely kind of has that old house, old mansion style artwork to it, that you would imagine being on an Arkham Asylum. And then as we move on around, we've got what appears to be like a brick column that he's standing on. So all of this is kind of in the rubble, almost as if it has fallen. I guess it's kind of left up to your imagination as far as what's really occurred. So really neat base. I like it. It does not leave a very large footprint. That's another good part about this statue. The prime one Batman, I believe, that just come out. I was weighing my options. Should I go with that? Should I go with this? There were aspects of that Prime 1 that I actually liked more than this one without having in hand, but it looked like it took up a ton of space, which when you're already dealing with a quarter scale figure, you got to definitely be wary of the space that you take up. As we move on up the figure, we get up to Batman's boots. These are really nice. They have almost like a shade of dirt to them, kind of a browner shade. Looks really good. Definitely gave him kind of the worn look, like this suit has really been through it. As we continue moving up into his thigh and pelvic area, you'll continue to see battle damage in areas. I really like this kind of armored looking outfit that he has on. The suit, armored looking suit. I'm very happy with that. Being that he's going to be posed with Bane, you would imagine that he would be pretty beat up, bruised up. The suit would be in pretty rough shape after a pretty hard fought battle with Bane. It's kind of how I'm going to pose him up, as if these two guys are facing off. So we'll take a look at that here shortly as well. As we move up, we get to his utility belt. Lots of detail here. We got paint, we've got gold, we've got all kinds of pouches and little knickknacks around the belt that you would imagine Batman would be using. As we continue to move up, we get to the chest area. Looks like he almost took like some birdshot to his chest here, right above his bat symbol. Looks really good. Lots of damage on the shoulder plates there, the shoulder armor. As you move on down to the arms, you can see that I do have both of the exclusive hands on him now. They come with, looks like a batarang that he could use as far as battling, almost like a brass knuckles type batarang that he would use in a fight. Those look really good. Lots of detail on those. They're beat up. They definitely have a weathered, kind of damaged metal look to them. Paintwork is very well done. The edges have a nice crisp edge with some nice silver paintwork to kind of show that that is a blade. As we continue to move up, we will stop here. Really my only complaint on this whole statue, and I kind of knew it going in because I watched enough reviews on it already myself, the cape creates some space in between the body and the head sculpt because of the way that is. This is a soft goods cape, so the way they made this connect, you end up with some space in between. When you push the head down, it leaves some space there between the body. Now, because of the way the suit looks, it's not a real noticeable thing. Somebody just walking into your home and admiring a statue, they're not going to notice it. But as a collector, you do notice it. And I will see it from time to time just because I tend to kind of really take a microscope to my collectibles and that type of thing. But I think I'll be able to get around it. You can see it here in the picture for yourself. You can judge for yourself. I think it is it could have been avoided probably if the design of that or the concept of that could have been done just a little bit differently. But it is what it is, what they went with. And I'm still happy with the statue, even though. As we move on, again, we said the soft goods cape. The cape looks really good. As we move down to the base of the cape, you can see where it does have a dirty look to it. They've done some paint shading there with some brown. It does have bendy wire in the cape, so you're able to really mold this cape to your own liking. And then as we move up to the head sculpt and the portrait, really happy with that. I think it has a great detail in the face, around the eyes. The paintwork's done really well. We got those short bat ears, which looks really nice and really commanding. And this is really the Batman that I kind of wanted beside the Bane figure, but beside the Bane statue. I think he really looks like he's ready for battle, and I think that's what you're going to need to go with that large Bane statue. So head sculpt, really happy with it. I like the way his mouth is there. He's not smiling. He's not really grimacing. It's just a very serious, it's time to get serious type of facial expression. So I'm really happy with that. So overall, I think it's a great statue. Let's go ahead and pull Bane in. We'll do a size comparison on him, and then we'll wrap up our video. All right, guys, and here we have it. The moment that I've actually been waiting for myself. I've not put these guys side by side yet, so we're all seeing this together. You know, tell me that's not one of the most glorious sights you've ever seen in the statue collecting world. I think that is an amazing combination. It's going to do exactly what I hoped it would do on the shelf. The shelf presence of these two guys standing there beside each other tells a ton of story. There's a lot of history there. So glad you guys get to share that with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Check out a lot of my other content. Got some other premium format figures that I have done. Got a lot more premium format figures on the way in the X-Men line coming from Sideshow as those come out over the next month to a year. So definitely be looking forward to those. I've also got our second episode of our toy news and toy discussion podcast that will be coming out on tomorrow evening or Thursday morning. So you guys can look forward to those, and feel free to leave your comments below. I love to hear what you guys have to say about these statues or anything I review or my content at all. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time.